RAF Sandtoft, or rather the former RAF Sandtoft, is located in northern Lincolnshire. The first site surveys started in January 1942, with work commencing on the 23rd of October 1942. The station was built to the standard Class A design, with the 3 runways crossing each other, surrounded by the Perry track. The technical site was made up of 3 hangars, 2 T2s and 1 B1. Both of the T2s were just off the western Perry track, with the B1 located just off the eastern one. Both the accommodation and communal sites were located on the western side of the base, close to the local pub. When the station was completed, it was planned to become a satellite of RAF Lindholme, which was controlled by 11 Base No. 1 Bomber Command, No. 1 Group Bomber Command. The first operational unit was meant to arrive on the 10th of January 1944, so the airfield began to open on the 12th of December 1943, despite the fact it wasn't fully finished at this time. However, it wasn't until the 18th of February 1944 that the first aircraft had arrived, in the shape of 1667 HCU A flight, with both B and C flights arriving the following day, and flying training commenced almost immediately. The first aircraft at the base were the Handley Page Halifaxes. Both the numbers of personnel and aircraft increased again a few months later with the formation of a 4th flight at the station during July 1944. This was named the Flying Instructors Flight and was used to carry out standardization flying for all the instructors operating within the base. The change had also brought in more personnel, with a small detachment from 1656 HCU moving in. And also the Halifaxes began to be replaced by Avro Lancasters. Sandtoft continuing to train a variety of aircrew under the control of Bomber Command for the remainder of the war. However, at the end of the war, the need to train vast numbers of aircrew was scaling down. And on the 10th of November 1945, 1667 HCU were disbanded, although the last of their aircraft had already left the airfield. 40 Group Maintenance Command were penciled in to take the base over on the 27th of December 1945, but this never happened, and the airfield was placed on care and maintenance and would remain so for the next 7 years. During August 1946, there were a number of squatters came into the airfield and set up residence, and in total 20 families moved into huts on the former dispersal site. 1953 saw new hope that the station's fortunes would be revived with the transfer of control to the US Air Force. However, no US Air Force personnel were ever at the airfield. And eventually the RAF regained control of the airfield on the 8th of September 1955, and parts of the station were sold off. In 1968, one of the T2 hangars was sold to the Sandtoft Transport Centre, and in November 1969 it opened. The centre, which is now called the Trolleybus Museum, is still going strong and houses one of the country's largest trolleybus collections. A number of the other small buildings were sold off over the years for use in a number of different industries, and now part of it is a industrial estate, and the northern part of the airfield is used for car storage. There was also a new hangar erected during 1982 to house a newly formed gliding club. And again, the Sandtoft Gliding Club is still going strong, using one of the old Perry tracks. Many of the smaller buildings are still standing as well, even the old watchtower, which has been converted and is now a private house. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the short video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in a future video.